Aloha! Today is PortoFit Hips 101. Now, as the name would suggest, we gotta go basic, and we're just going to review anterior pelvic tilt, posterior pelvic tilt, and then bracing while the pelvis is moving through space. So, hands on your hips. You're doing this with me, right? I'm not alone? Okay, good. Anterior pelvic tilt, or tilting your pelvis toward the front, is going to look like if this was a bowl. I'm pouring water out of the front of the bowl. Posterior pelvic tilt, if this was a bowl, is pouring water out of the back of the bowl. And I think you're probably going to get a better idea of what I'm talking about from the side. So we got our pelvis, anterior, pouring all the water out, posterior, pouring all the water out the back. Now, here's where we tie this into bracing and movement. So for now, we'll get a little bit more complex with bracing, but just keep the kind of tension where if your significant other or older or younger brother is just gonna walk up and sock you in the stomach. Keep that kind of tension. So not 100%, but just braced. Now, if we were to review the squat type movement, I could put one hand on my belly, one hand on my chest, and if I initiate the squat in the right way, we're just gonna initiate the squat. If I initiate it in the right way, these stay together. So I kept my neutral spine, I didn't tip too much one way or the other. If I were to go into big time anterior tilt, if I started the squat with an anterior tilt, I'd leave space here and then I'd sink down. A lot of my long torso friends have this issue, so I have them do the drill. Brace, hand here and here, and then squat down. For those of you that may have a posterior tilt, this is some of my tight guys and tight gals, you're going to end up rounding like this. And that's an immediate, you feel that thumb pushing into the side of the hand. So I don't want to initiate a squat by rounding under. I want everything to be neutral. Brace nice and tight, brace nice and tight, and then move down. Another way to test this is with a hinge movement. So same test. Can I send my hips back, 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 back without any relationship changing here? If I were to do the anterior tilt, I'd send my butt back and my head and my chest stayed in the same place. And if I were to do the posterior tilt, I'm rounding forward. So those are your goals for today. Practice moving through your hips to do either a hinge or a squat movement and keep it braced. Don't make them separate and go loose. All right, y'all. Hope this was helpful, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Peace.